For 9 long weeks, these teams have fought under the Friday night lights, leaving everything on the field for one shot. This shot, the MHSAA 8-man playoffs. 16 teams have survived the season. Now we find out who will advance. The Rogers City Hurons rolled through the regular season with a perfect 9-0 record. And when the dust settled on another strong season, the Hurons found themselves in position to play at home following Selection Sunday. Tonight, the 2-seeded Hurons hope that the game at Gilpin Memorial Field will be the key to a playoff triumph. The Newberry Indians are back in the playoffs for the 4th straight year, every season taking another step further towards their goal of winning a championship. This year they come in at 8-1, their only loss to the top team in the state. And for the 2nd straight season, they visit an undefeated Hurons team on their home field. Tonight, the Indians put it all on the line, looking for the first round upset and a shot at redemption coming up in round 2. It's the Rogers City Hurons and the Newberry Indians, the MHSAA 8-player Division I playoffs. It's next on M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network. This is Newberry Indians varsity football on M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network. Tonight's live playoff coverage is brought to you by Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, the Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Centers, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis, Louisiana Pacific Corporation, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. It's time for the opening round of the MHSAA 8-man Division I state playoffs. The Newberry Indians visit the Rogers City Hurons on M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gilpin Memorial Field in Rogers City. Tonight, the Michigan High School Athletic Association starts its playoff round. It's the regional semifinals in 8-man Division I. The second semifinal in Regional 1, the 2-seeded Rogers City Hurons hosting the number 3 seed Newberry Indians. Winner of this one will advance to the regional championship round next week against the winner of Norway and Munising, also kicking off at 7 o'clock tonight. We are glad to have you along here tonight for a matchup that may be the toughest and most competitive game anywhere in round 1. The 9-0 Rogers City Hurons were ranked 6th in the final Coaches Association statewide poll. The Newberry Indians, they were ranked 7th. When you look at playoff points, Rogers City 3rd in the state's playoff point rankings. The Indians were 7th. 2 of the top teams in the entire state, 2 teams that could make deep runs and compete for championships, meet in round 1, and only one will advance to the regional finals. We are glad to have you along tonight here from Gilpin Memorial Field, just a few minutes away from the national anthem and the kickoff in tonight's contest. The Newberry Indians in their final huddle with Coach Joe Austin, the Hall of Famer, just crossed 200 career wins. He's looking to add another one as the Indians try to advance to the regional finals for the 2nd straight season. They were in a similar spot last year, went on the road against a very good Pickford team, pulled off the victory, and then after Munising was upset, they got to host in round 2. If Norway pulls the upset over the Mustangs tonight, the winner of this game would get a home game in round 2, but the Indians also wouldn't mind getting another crack at the Mustangs. But first, you got to take care of business here in this one tonight. I do want to remind you as we enter in to postseason play that due to MHSAA broadcast regulations, live video of postseason tournaments are not allowed. They are exclusive property of the MHSAA network. So we'll do the best we can to keep you on the scoreboard tonight, give you the audio play-by-play here in tonight's contest. Newberry finished 8-1. They've won 7 games in a row. The Tribe also 4 shutouts in the last 5 games. 5 shutouts overall, 6 games with a touchdown or less. They have not had their starting defense give up points since week 4 of the season. That was homecoming night all the way back early on in the season, averaging over 40 points per game, giving up less than 10. The Indians, one of the most balanced teams anywhere in the entire state of Michigan. Rogers City from the northern lower part of the peninsula, they have played a mostly Division II schedule. Not a lot of D1 opponents on their teams. Have had some close battles, had to sneak by to get their victories. We are going to step aside, come back for the kickoff in tonight's contest. It is M123 FM, the UP Sports Network.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP Smart Side siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Back here at Gilpin Field in Rogers City, a beautiful night here as we kick off the postseason. Newberry Indians, 8-1 overall, 7-1 in Great Lakes 8 East play. They were runners-up in the conference to the Munising Mustangs. Indians will be in the road whites with the orange number, black pants, orange socks, and they are fired up and ready to go.
At quarterback, number 5, Jamison Fleming.
Rogers City announcing their starters.
Isaac Paul.
A senior group that went 8-1 in the regular season last year. Rogers City, their only loss last season in the regular season came to the Newberry Indians. They were 8-0 when the Indians came down here week number 9 and pulled off the victory last year. They are looking to do it again and knock off an undefeated Hurons team here on their home field. The two teams separated by a fraction in the playoff points. Indians get sent here after Pickford and Rudyard were left outside the playoffs looking in. Rogers City became the fourth furthest team north in the state, with the MHSA deciding to send Emlyn Lake south. Rogers City in the home blacks, they'll have the white numbers, orange trim Orange and black
Huron's winning
stripes
toss.
on the pants.
Newberry will be receiving.
Roger City won the toss. They do defer.
That proceeds going to the Roger City
Indians will get the ball first. They will go right to left as we bring it to you here in the first quarter. Matthew Rahali deep back. He is a threat every time he touches the ball. He's only had 5 kickoff returns all year because teams have been kicking it short or kicking it out of bounds. Here we go with the run-up. Whistle, we are underway in the MHSAA playoffs, and it is a kick to the second level. Fielded by Mohar, left hash at the 25, works his way to the right, cuts it back in a strong return for Mohar. He's going to get out across the 40 to the 43-yard line.
Kick for the Indians.
First and 10 for the Indians. The junior, Gavin Nutkins, leads them at quarterback. Marco Juarez over 1,000 yards on the ground is the lead back. Rahali, DePue, and Mohar in the receiving core. And up front, Zach Burton with Blake Doak and Ethan Pavey. An Indians offense that's given up just 7 sacks all season long. First give is here on a spinoff. Juarez, right side with big room. Juarez, who has over 700 yards after contact, spun off a tackle in the backfield, across midfield and down to the 41-yard line. First down for the Indians. Just underway here
41-yard line.
in the regional semifinal. 16 teams making it this far. An 8-man Division I. 4 wins, and you are the state champion. Nutkins give. Offsides jump by the Hurons. Nutkins keeps it on the read option. No gain, but the Indians are going to get a few yards.
Down by number 60. Dylan LeBlanc, also number 85.
Dylan LeBlanc in on the stop, but the near side defensive end got a big head start, and it'll bring up 1st and 5 for the Indians.
Procedure offsides against the Hurons. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5.
Fans continuing to file in. A ton of people out here for the opening round of the playoffs, working their way inside. Nutkins calls the signal. Quick fake, bubble screen. Rahali, one-handed catch. Matty fights forward.
Rahali off to the left side. Initial hit by number 12.
Not a very good spot initially.
Whitford also.
And it's only going to be a gain of about 2. Indians have had some issues in the past with a couple of members of this officiating crew. St. Ignace / Northern Lower Group here tonight. Juarez, right side, cuts it up. Big gain for Juarez again. It's a first down to the 21-yard line. What a run by Juarez. He's already over 40 yards total on his first 2 carries. And Juarez finds his way down to the 22-yard line. They'll spot it actually about the 23. Indians shorted on the spot again. But they'll have a 1st and 10. Opening drive of the game. 1 minute gone. Juarez to the left of Nutkins. DePue left side. Rahali right side. Nutkins looks. Fires too high for Mohar and incomplete as the Indians take a chance on 1st down with Roger City loading up the box. Shout out to the 14U hockey fans. State Savings Bank playing in a tournament down in Alpena. We'll head there after we're done here for the rest of the weekend. Good luck to State Savings Bank. They take the ice in less than an hour in the opening game of their tournament in Alpena. Juarez, short game, got popped initially, and now the Indians face 3rd and 10. Ball is at the 23-yard line with 10:29 and counting here in the first quarter. Beautiful night in Roger City. The sun is set behind the trees. Light breeze. Give to Rahali. Jet sweep. Juarez out in front. Rahali turns it up and dives. Not enough for the first down. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like it's going to be inside the 16. And the Indians are going to have 4th down coming up. Remember in that regular season matchup last year, Indians had a couple of mistakes. The Hurons jumped out to a 14-0 lead before Newberry stormed back to win it. Hurons were down 16-0 in the first quarter last week against Tillman. Had to battle back. 4th and 4. And there's movement. And Mohar is going to get called for a false start. We're going to discuss who went first. Both guys moving. Mohar at tight end. No signal, but they walk it back. 4th and 9 from the 21-yard line. Line of scrimmage keeps moving. Standing room only crowd on the Newberry sideline. That's where we are, up in the bleachers. Most people sticking to the cars to watch the early one here. Nutkin, straight drop, quick out, Rahali caught it. He's brought down, and the Hurons have a stop.
Nice reach by the Hurons, number 12.
Quick out to Rahali.
Number 24, Reggie.
He got a gain of about 4. The penalty ends up costing the Indians. They will turn it over with 10:09 to go here in the first. Defense time to go to work.
Change of possession is going to be the Huron ball. 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
Gabe Luck up front with Ethan Pavey and Liam Nillette on the defense. Burt and Juarez, Rahali the backers with Depew and Mohar in the secondary. Coach Rudy Mendoza's defense. Snap here and again, straight forward. Hurons cut it back. Both of these running backs.
Number 9,
Paul for the Hurons and Juarez for the Indians. They are tough, physical running backs.
Ball brought down by Mohar.
Newberry strong drive, but they come up short in the red zone.
Six-yard gain in the plate makes it 2nd and 4 now for the Hurons.
2nd and 4. Hurons go shotgun with the running back on both sides of the QB. Fake one way, get back the other. Good job up front inside by the Indians. It's Luck. It's Burton. It's Pavey. Nillette took away the outside. Mohar coming up from the secondary as well. Good team defense for the Indians. And now the Hurons have a 3rd down. It's going to be a long 2. Ball is at the 25-yard line. 5 men on the line tight with those 3 in the backfield. Direct snap to the running back on a sweep. They get tackled in the backfield. Juarez on the stop. 4th down inside the 25, and the Hurons may have to punt. Great push. Great flow to the football. 4th and 4. Matthew Rahali will drop back. He'll wait right around the 50-yard line. Now he's going to keep going at his own 45. Hurons do punt. It's not very good. Short spiral. Rahali has room. Picks it up at the 50. Near side to the 40. Makes a tackle across the 30. And Rahali down to the 29-yard line. Takes a late hit out of bounds. And there's a flag coming.
Flag on the play.
And it's going to be a sideline flag on the Indians. They backed him up. Or are they going to call the late hit?
Excuse me, Fleming, number 5 on the tackle for the Hurons.
Delayed flag. They call the late hit. Bobby Lee, the sideline official, came racing down the sideline, yelling at the Indians to back up. He threw his flag from way behind the play late. And now the Indians off a 3 and out from the defense. Strong return. And the penalty, they take over at the 16-yard line. Snap and a give to Juarez, right side. Cuts it back up the middle. Juarez explodes. Pulls the guy. Touchdown, Indians. Marco Juarez, a 16-yard run, works to the right, cuts up the middle, powers his way through at the goal line, and the Indians lead it 6-0 with 7:57 to go here in the first. Two-point try. Rahali in the backfield takes the snap. He's going to follow the three guys to the right side. Gets a huge hit at the goal line, but he's in. Conversion good. And with 7:57 to go, the Indians lead this regional semifinal 8-0. Great defensive stand after the turnover. On downs, Indians force a 3-and-out. Rahali scoops up a short punt at midfield. It was a penalty that hurt Newberry on the first drive. Huron's penalty pushes them closer there on the second drive. And it is Newberry on top 8-0. Rahali will tee it up.
Kicking off for the Indians.
Roger City plays 5 guys on their front line with the middle kind of rainbowed back, about 12 yards off the ball. A lot of space in the second and third level. Rahali goes onside. It's not going to get there. Indians tried to go surprise onside. They were looking to give a big blow early.
10 yards.
And that thing just checked up about 7 yards downfield. And the Hurons will get it at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Indians taking a chance with the lead. They've been working on that all week, different things that they can do to attack this kick return unit for the Hurons.
The Hurons are going to start on the Indian 46-yard line.
Roger City with the ball at the 46. And their twin pistol set. Running back each way of the quarterback. They're going to give, coming across, and a great stop again.
Number 9, Isaac Paul.
Isaac Paul tripped up by Nelson. He's going to get the forward progress on the dive, a gain of 5. And it's second down coming up.
Play 2nd and 6 now for the Hurons. Indians up front, playing tough early. Hurons get set. Indians show blitz. Option pitch to the left side. Paul gets stretched out. Burton turns him in. Luck's there waiting. And slingshot Paul to the ground. I don't like the way the forward progress is getting spotted here early on. 3rd down and 4. Gain of 1. Ball is just outside the 40 on what would be the left hash. Another big stand here for the Indians. Push the Hurons back on 3rd down last drive. Give straight ahead to Paul. Pavey there. Rips him down. Ethan Pavey in the backfield. Another loss on 3rd down. And the Hurons face a 4th down decision. 6:25 to go, first quarter. It's 4th and 5. Ethan Pavey like a wall. Gives no ground there. Hurons negative yardage on 3rd down again. Man, him and Luck and Burton have been flying all around early. Snap. Hurons are going to punt. It's a bullet into the end zone and a touchback, and the Indians will get it at the 20-yard line. Roger City decides to play the field position game. 5:57 to go. Indians getting the ball back. 1st and 10. On top of this one, 8-0.
big dose of Juarez. 6-8 carries, wear him down.
Nutkins enters the huddle. Gavin, the junior, honorable mention, all conference in the awards that came out today. The list dominated by the Mustangs. Give, big hole for Juarez. He just lowers his shoulder and booms through. Nothing wrong with that. Indians get good yardage on the ground. Just keep grinding it out. Gain of 3. Playing with house money early, on top 8-0. Already their third drive, and we're just over 6 minutes into the contest. Nutkins. Hard count. Got the Hurons to jump. Another free 5 for the Indians. Rogers City has seen this scenario before. Second down. Just under 2 to go after the penalty yardage marked off. Indians stay in the gun set. Rahali's near side, Depew far side. Give to Juarez up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Takes a big hit. Juarez gets a first down. Assistant coach Ben Rahali yelling, and hey, that's a first down. Way to go. That's all the Indians need. Chew it up. Control the clock. Control the pace. Their defense has been lights out all year. .382 points scored on the season. They're closing in on a school record for the second straight year, but their defense has been one of the best in program history. Rahali spin on the right side. That'll be a gain of 4. 4:40 to go here in the first. Winner of this one on to the regional final. 4th seeded Norway take it on 1 seeded Munising. Try to update you on scores from that game if we can get them through the broadcast. Nutkins. Cut back. Juarez dancing. Gets another yard, maybe. Less than a yard. 3rd and a long 7 coming up for the Indians.
Short loss on the play, 3rd and 7. Ball on the Indian 35-yard line.
Nutkins gives the call. Looking deep. Sets up. Deep ball. Rahali, it's underthrown. Adjustment in double coverage. Give the Hurons credit. A good job there. Nutkins had him early. Tried to roll out and buy time to get deeper. With the safety creeping in, and the Indians are calling for the punt.
Rahali, the intended receiver.
Good adjustment by Matty Rahali to try and get back to that ball. They had him double covered. And now Rahali will punt. 38 yards per attempt on only 7 punts this year. That is a rocket. What a punt by Rahali. Rolls all the way down inside the 15. Juarez lost the tackle. Indians miss Paul again. Good job by Nutkins to come in. There's a flag in late after the play as the Indians got 2 big hits. There's one late in from the Hurons. Chaz Boltema gets up slow. He took one late. Doak was taken out away from the play earlier, and the Hurons with another personal foul penalty. Rahali kicked that thing from about his own 20 all the way down to about the 13-yard line. Indians with great coverage, and now the penalty is going to put Rogers City way back. They're going to spot it at about the 12-yard line. Great turnaround for the Indians on the field position. They still lead it 8-0. 3:41 to go here in the first. Hurons fake it one way, come back the other. Juarez in on the stop. Strong run for the Hurons there. They pick up 7. Second down coming up as we near the 3-minute to play mark here in the first quarter. The motion and the intensity at an all-time high as the playoffs get underway. Snap here. Another stop in the backfield. Great push there. Hayden McNamara makes his way through. McNamara drags him down. Another big stop and another third down. Big conversion here with 2:48 to go, third quarter.
McNamara in on the tackle for the Indians.
Indians matching up with the spread. Hurons going empty. 2 receivers to each side. Luck flushes the quarterback. Rahali gives chase. Rides him out. Great job by the Indians. Another stop for Newberry. Matty Rahali went to line up initially out wide with the receivers, then came back into the box. Indians put a little extra pressure on with only 3 blockers, and the Hurons have to punt with 1:55 and counting. 4th down and 3, and the Hurons have been slowed here early on. Snap. Good kick. Low line drive. It's going to scoot past Rahali out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Indians will take over.
Goes out of bounds on about the 37-yard line of the Indians.
So Newberry had a good first drive that came up short in the red zone on 4th down. Second drive was a one-play, 16-yard score. Third drive picked up a first down, but sputtered out. Got a great punt. Indians in control 8-0 with 1:35 to go here in the first. Give up the middle. Juarez spins off. 5 Hurons in on the play, and it looks like a gain of about 5 for Roger City.
Deflection on the tackle for the Hurons getting the initial hit. 4 yards picked up on the plate. 2nd and 6 now for the Indians.
Snap here. Nutkins, speed option to the right side. Pitch to Juarez. First down and more. Marco right at midfield in front of the Hurons bench. Shoved out of bounds. Another first down.
Juarez picks up the first down. 1st and 10. Ball spotted up the Indians' 49-yard line.
Indians with a fresh set of downs, just shy of midfield. Snap, quick snap, bubble screen. Rahali on a great block for Mohar. Cuts it back. Rahali breaks free to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indians, 51 yards. Matty Rahali from Gavin Nutkins. A great block by Mohar. Cut back by Rahali and a score. Rahali lined up wide left to the near sideline, caught it, cuts to the middle, and he is gone. And the Indians with another quick strike, make it 14-0, and a 2-point conversion try coming up. Indians in their base offense. They motion Rahali. Give to Juarez. They fake Kadudi. Juarez lost the ball, trying to spin off a defender. No harm done there. Indians 14, Hurons no score with 39 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter of play from Gilpin Field in Rogers City. It's the 8-man Division I regional semifinals, opening round of the playoffs. 16 teams, one from each round of 4, each region of 4 will advance to the state semifinals, with the championship set for the Superior Dome in Marquette. Indians in Region 1, the 3 seed. Hurons are the 2 seed. 16-yard run from Juarez and a 51-yard touchdown from Rahali.
Tonight's game, both home and away games for all Rogers City events. Rich Lamb and the Fresco Band, 99.9 FM The Wave with Carl and Carl live play that as well.
Indians tee it up. Rahali 4 to the right, 3 to the left. Another great boot down to the 15. Hurons field it. It's Paul, stuck by Mohart. Second effort there from Gavin Nutkins, who's made a couple of great plays for the Indians on special teams. Gav getting more opportunities outside of the offense, and it is paying off. 32 seconds, probably one play before we hit the end of the quarter, with the Indians on top 14-0. Indians shuffling some pieces around. They drop Nelson to a backer, send in Nolette as they give Juarez a quick breather. Option to the near side. Big hit for the Indians. Nelson and Burton. The Hurons are frustrated right now. Out of bounds, but the clock continues to run. Second down. No gain. And we get a whistle. The chains are tangled up here. Hurons are lined up and prepared to run a play here with 6 seconds left. Official stoppage.
Official timeout for the chain crew.
As the chains have broken off here. 14-0 Indians. Off to a good start. We're ready to go. Hurons at the line. They're going to run a play. 2. They get it off just in time. They look to pass. Step up. Good pressure. Burton's there. Ball's loose. Hurons recover, and that is the end of the first quarter. A good one for the Newberry Indians. They lead at 14-0. It is M123 FM in the UP.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office, and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Squish and squish and squish and full play action.
Back here in Rogers City, 14-0 Indians through the first quarter of play in the MHSA's 8-man Regional 1 semifinal. Hurons working right to left, Indians left to right here in the second quarter. 3rd and 11. Hurons spread some guys out. They're going to run option to the near side. The Indians are just too quick, and McNamara absolutely levels the Hurons running back. Rahali slowed him down, and McNamara delivered the knockout blow, and the Hurons will have to punt again. Their only drive across midfield was when the Indians tried a surprise onside kick after the first score. Opening minute, second quarter. Snap, hold. Boot there, Rahali with plenty of room. Scoops it up at the 39. Starts right, breaks a tackle. Up the right sideline. Dodges another. He's across midfield to the 47. Matty Rahali gets the Indians in Rogers City territory. Up 14-0. Juarez with a big run, 16 yards. He's already nearing 100 on the night. Rahali a 51-yard touchdown catch, which is his 10th of the season, 18th overall, I believe. And now the Indians have a chance to take a huge lead early here in the second. They just got to keep doing what they're doing. Give here to Juarez, cuts up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense. They just keep moving the ball, gain of 2. It's not pretty, but it's effective, and it keeps the clock running as we get 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Indians in the gun. Nutkins, bubble screen again to the right side. Rahali breaks a tackle. He's gone up the sideline. He down. Matthew Rahali. 43 yards to the house. Indians 20. Hurons no score. And on his last 2 catches, Matthew Rahali has totaled 94 yards of offense, and the bubble screen breaks the Hurons back again, 20-0 with 10:29 to go in the second. Two-point try, fight right at the goal line. Hurons make the stand, and it stays 20-0.
And on the tackle for the Hurons.
After one quarter in Munising, Norway on top of the Mustangs 12-8. What a start for the Indians. And now, if you're Newberry, you've got a margin that is fairly comfortable. They just got to keep executing on both sides of the ball. And the Hurons have already had a couple of personal fouls. They've visibly shaken and frustrated here in the first half. You can't play into that game if you're Newberry. Hurons await the kickoff from Rahali. He will boot this thing deep inside the 5. Hall blocking the back. Oh, they missed it. A huge block in the back. Ball off to the races. Depew and McNamara give chase. Oh, it's a huge block in the back that they missed. Absolutely huge block in the back. Oh, man, oh, man. Hurons, a block in the back at about the 35-yard line. They will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. That's about a 50-yard penalty that they miss, plus the yardage. Hurons go with the jet sweep. They'll fake it back the other way. Juarez is there with Depew. Good job by the Indians. Kennedy Depew playing well on the back end.
Juarez in on the tackle for the Indians.
It's going to be a gain of 2. Big test here for the Indians if they can get a stop after the Hurons break the big kick return. Hurons taking their time here. They'll go empty. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Motion left to right. They'll give it to the motion man. He wants to pass. Nobody open, but nobody on the cutback. And the Hurons are going to be, flags everywhere. There's a Huron down behind the play. Flags on the stop. And we'll see what the call is here. This thing is getting physical, and it is getting chippy early on. Going to be half distance to the goal. Hurons will have it at the 1. Personal foul.
Against the Indians.
No signal there. So 1st and goal for the Hurons. We get a couple of big breaks. Indians will have to make a big stand. 1st and goal from the 1. Hurons benefited by a big block. Give to Paul. Leans forward. He's in. Touchdown. As they sound the train horn here in Rogers City. 20-6 as the Hurons get a score. Benefited by a big block in the back. 2-point try here. This will be a big one. 20-6 now. Give, same thing, back the other side, fumble, and the conversion no good. Ball lost the ball on the stretch. 8:49 to go, 2nd quarter, and a 20-6 matchup. Take a quick break. It's M123 FM and the UP Sports Network.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
First bit of adversity for the Indians tonight as Rogers City scores to cut this thing down to 20-6. Indians got to answer back now. Hurons bring it up. Short kick, Mohar from the 27, left side. Slips and falls out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 8:45 to go, second quarter. Got to send a big Friday night football shout out to Andy Levine. Andy is listening to us while watching Norway and Munising, keeping us up to date. Andy, hope things are good up there in the other regional semifinal. Both captains get brought in here and get a little warning. And we are underway. Indians line up. Hurons weren't set. Juarez right up the gut. Good run. There's a pile of bodies in the backfield. Doak and Burton battling back there. Juarez wanted to know and think about a face mask there. He gets sent back. And both sidelines telling their guys to just get back to the huddle. Gain of 5 for Juarez on that first down carry. He'll get another one. Up the gut. Cuts it back. Brought down. He'll have a loss of 1. About a half a yard. 3rd and 5 here. Ball at the 43-yard line, 42-yard line for the Indians. 7:50 to go, second quarter, and a 20-6 matchup.
Now for the Indians. Ball on their own 47-yard line.
Indians take the snap. Slot bubble to Rahali. It's low. Nutkins didn't get enough lift on it. And the Indians call for bomb squad, which is the punt.
Now for the Indians.
And Paul will drop back. Hurons jump off sides. That might be enough for a first down. Off sides. Hurons jump early on the punt snap. Yep. They're looking, and they're moving the chains. The chains went to move. First down for the Indians. Penalties have been big early in this game. Indians with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Give. Outside. Juarez cuts to the middle. Breaks a tackle. Another first down. Gain of 12 for Juarez. Across midfield to the 40-yard line. Indians first down with 7:17 to go here in the second quarter.
Keep working, boy! Keep working!
Munising has scored to go back on top of Norway. That one, 16-12. Give for Juarez. Finds that crease. Cuts it back up.
Brought down by LaFlash for the Hurons.
Indians will get the ball. Inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. 2nd and 7.
7 to go for the Indians.
Indians go with a heavy look up front. Bubble screen, Rahali one-on-one. Breaks a tackle right side. Maddie keeps going. Slipped up by the last defender. Rahali's going to have another 25 yards. That's his 4th catch of the night. 2 of them touchdowns. And that bubble screen has been fantastic for the Indians. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. As the Indians went heavy up front, 5 guys on the line. They do it again. Rahali's one-on-one on the outside. Juarez in the backfield with Nutkins. Give here. Cut back. Marco spins off, drugged down by the back of his jersey. And the Indians are knocking on the doorstep midway through the second quarter. Second and 4. Ball at about the 8. Juarez going to finish what he started. It's a touchdown for the Indians. For the second time tonight, Juarez finds the end zone. A Huron player was walking back with the Indians to their huddle. 26-6 now. And another 2-point try coming up. Indians 1 for 3 on their 2-point try so far. Rahali in motion. Nutkins rolls to the middle, too high. Had Depew wide open. And it's 26-6 with 5:26 to go. Here in the first half. Indians doing a great job on both sides of the ball again. Rahali a big catch and run to set up Juarez inside. The Indians trying to keep each other fired up, trying to keep each other focused. Rahali, T in the middle of the field at the 40, between both hashes. Hurons leave one guy back, that's Paul, at about the 15. Second level all the way up at the 35, just 2 guys and 5 on the front line. Line drive bullet for Rahali. It's going to skip into the end zone, but that'll work. When the average starting field position in high school football is right around the 40, you can put a team on their own 20. That'll work. Good kick by Rahali. Low line drive rocket. Rolls into the end zone. Hurons have not been able to sustain much offense. Scored the last time they had it, but a missed block in the back on a kick return set them up in the red zone. A penalty put them inside the 1-yard line, and they just punched it in. Hurons go 4 wide receivers. Straight drop. Pass attempt. Fired. Off the hands of the receiver and incomplete. Good coverage by Juarez. Juarez, Mohard, Depew, and Rahali matching up with those receivers. Burton is kind of spying the quarterback as the lone linebacker. It's McNamara, Luck, and Brian Nelson up front. Spread again for the Hurons. 4 receivers. Quick drop. Looks underthrown. Paul can't scoop it off the turf. And it's 3rd down and 10. And there's a flag in the backfield. And we'll see what this is. It's a hold. Hold on the Hurons. Indians are going to take the penalty.
Holding call against the Hurons.
No.
By the Indians. 3rd and
They'll decline the penalty and take third down. Ball is at the 20. And the Hurons have only ran about 8 seconds of time off on their 2 incomplete passes. 4 receivers again. Roll out. They're looking deep. Nobody's open. Indians. Luck is there. Sack for the Indians. McNamara gets there. McNamara and Luck get to the quarterback. Great job. That's a coverage sack. That's Depew. That's Mohar. That's Rahali and Juarez matching up with those receivers. Nobody was open. Quarterback tries to buy time. Indians get there. And on 4th and 15 from their own 15, the Hurons will punt. And it's almost blocked. Straight up in the air. It's going to bounce and roll out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Indians up by 20. 4:31 to go. And deep in Hurons territory with a chance to add to their lead. Nutkins meeting with Coach Austin, offensive coordinator Zach Klickner. Indians, plenty of time here. Grind some time here, get into the end zone, take a 4-score lead into the half. They'd be in great shape. Juarez up the gut, bounces to the left. Didn't get a body on anybody. Or else Juarez might have bounced that all the way to the outside. Instead, it's a gain of 1. Second down for the Indians. Be under 4 minutes to go in the half by the time we get lined up and snap it. Mohar tight end to the left. Depew wide right. Rahali wide left. Juarez with Nutkins. They'll go option. Great pitch by Gavin. Juarez takes a helmet-to-helmet shot right on the sideline. Going to be a gain of about 4. Make it 6. 3rd and 3 coming up. And the Hurons getting yelled at by the officials.
Gain on the play makes it 3rd and 4 now for the Indians. Ball on the Hurons 25-yard line.
We'll probably talk with both coaches. The referee crew will head into the locker room. Press coverage for the Hurons. Everybody up tight. Nutkins give. Juarez cuts left. Bounces back right. Great blocks by Pavey and Dope. First down Indians. With 3:07 to go.
Juarez picks up the first down, 1st and 10. Ball on the Huron 15-yard line.
Ball is at the 15. Indians 1st and 10 as we near the half. They have led the whole way. 20-0. Teams have traded scores. Now 26-6. They fake the jet sweep, come back with the counter to Juarez. Indians showing a different look there. Nothing wrong there. You keep running time. You want to score, but you also want to make sure the Hurons don't have time to do anything
3-yard gain on
offense.
Down, 7 to go.
Leave them as little time as possible. Then a well-executed half for the Indians. They hustle to the line. Took a little extra time in the huddle. Give. No. Nutkins rolls. Floats it out. Oh, Rahali off the fingertips. Nutkins had to get rid of that thing in a hurry. And now it's 3rd and 7. Definite 2-down territory for the Indians, deep in the territory of the Rogers City Hurons. Juarez, right side, breaks one tackle, cuts back left. Got a block. Touchdown. Indians score. Marco Juarez came to the right sideline, got cut off. He comes back to the left. A block from Nutkins. He teleports up the middle. Touchdown Indians, 32-6 with 1:55 to go before the half. What a run by Juarez, his third touchdown of the night. And the Indians are on top. They can add to this lead with a conversion here. And the only thing they've struggled with, Caduti, wide open, catch for Rahali. It's good. It's 34-6. It's the Indians rolling over Rogers City with less than 2 minutes to go before halftime.
Rogers City here on 6. Newberry Indians 30.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Indians make it 34-6, 2 minutes before halftime.
For the Hurons.
Getting any better today?
Here's a deep boot again. Rahali tried to aim for the corner. Rolls out of bounds. Hurons will get a good spot here. 1:55 to go. They have 3 timeouts. And Rogers City needs something here to kind of pick them up going into the locker room, because the Indians have given them more than they can handle here in the first half. Second quarter in Munising. Now 22-12 Mustangs. Hurons break the huddle. They've had to go empty here. Their base offense, which is a physical ground and pound attack, not working. So they have gone to the spread, and the Indians are just putting the pressure on. Quarterback rolls out, and it's going to be a horse collar on the far sideline.
Sure, I'll give you the
Number 9, Luck, getting tackle for the Indians.
Luck makes the tackle, but they're going to call horse collar. Puts the ball at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 for the Hurons. Ball is out there on the Indians' 30-yard line.
Just a tug. That's all it takes. Hurons, 1:49 to go. Clock running. They were still huddled up way back near the line of scrimmage. Receivers get set. Fake pressure. Oh, the Indians got tangled together. McNamara giving chase. Burton giving chase. Man, the Indian seniors felt like they got shorted a home game. They want to give themselves a chance to keep playing. Great job there. Out of bounds. 2nd and 8 with 1:28 to go.
2nd and 8 now.
The Indians have scored on all but 2 possessions.
39-yard line.
A 4th down stop on the opening drive inside the red zone. And then Rahali, when they got stopped again, boomed about a 60-yard punt. Receivers going early. Crusher, sack for Nillette. Liam Nillette with his 6th sack of the season. Oh, Nillette leads the Indians in quarterback sacks, and he made a big one there. 3rd and forever. Ben Rahali saying, hey, let's take a timeout here. It's the Hurons that are going to take a timeout. Oh, the coaches are hot over there on the sideline. Zach Burton comes back to the huddle and says, keep it going. 1:03 to go. 3rd and 10. I wasn't even going to bother trying to compete with that. 1:03 to go, 3rd and 10. Hurons timeout here. Ball is at their 41-yard line, Newberry side of the field. What a start for the Indians. What a performance, 34-6. 8-1 versus 9-0. It was the only matchup in either 8-man division, I believe, that had 2 teams with less than 2 losses playing in the first round. 3 of the top 7 teams in the region are in this one. Receiver jumps early again. Rollout. Incomplete pass at the last second. That's going to stop the clock for the Indians with 56 seconds to go. Gabe Luck breaks it up for the Indians. And now on 4th and 10, the Indians are a play away from getting the ball back. Hurons got to decide. Well, shoot, at this point, they got nothing to lose. They pin the Indians deep and try to hope they kneel on it. They go for it. Don't want to give them the ball at the 41. Indians, though, have had their way with every situation. Hurons have not been able to get time in the passing game either. Completely taken out of their element. 4 wide receivers. They're both on the line. Oh, too many guys on the line. Throw. That's an eligible receiver. Deflected and broken up. Juarez, Depew, and Mohar. Oh, they missed the receiver going early. They missed 2 guys lined up wide on the line of scrimmage. That was too many men on the line. That was an eligible man downfield. Oh, but the Indians get the stop. 48 seconds to go. They get the ball back at the 41-yard line. They do have 3 timeouts. Indians come out, Depew to the left, Rahali to the right. They are playing him awfully loose. They'll fake it. Rahali, Depew, deep ball. It's underthrown. What a play by Kennedy Depew. Ball was underthrown. That one underthrown up the left sideline, but Depew does a great job to adjust to the football. Come back. Clock stops on the first down. Indians quickly to the line. They'll go bunch to the right side. Fake. Nutkins in trouble. That's going to be thrown away. And they're going to call intentional grounding. It was late.
Yeah, attention grounding. Receiver.
Nobody on the far side.
Nobody.
Ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage, which is what the flag is for. So the Indians lost yards, loss of downs. Ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's a 15-yard penalty.
Intentional grounding called against the Indians.
26 seconds. Now Rahali at quarterback. We get a whistle. What do we got here? Oh, stop the clock, second down. Loss of down on the penalty. Rahali at quarterback.
Second and 25.
Low snap. Fakes the bubble. Up the middle on the draw. Rahali gets back to the 34. And the Indians want a timeout. Nice little quick play drawn in the sand there. Rahali lines up at QB, fakes the bubble, which has bit the Hurons all night. Indians get the penalty yardage back. It'll be 3rd and 10. They got 2 timeouts left with 15 seconds. 34-6 Indians. Indians go with the backside screen pass on 3rd down. Pass is short and incomplete. 4th down, 10 to go. Indians do have 2 timeouts. 10 seconds to go. Nutkins into the huddle. Juarez to the left of Nutkins. Depew wide left. Rahali wide right. Delay a game on the Indians. It just got 5 yards tougher. All back to the 42. Indians will line it right up. Nutkins, fake, looks, throws the fade to Rahali. It's intercepted. 5 seconds to go. No, incomplete. Incomplete pass. Dropped on the way down. Hurons will get the ball. The sticks are moving. So an incomplete pass. Hurons will get it back. 5 seconds to go.
Let's go, Indians! You got this!
34-6.
Turnover on down. 1st and 10 for the Hurons.
And you got to expect something weird here from the Hurons.
1st down for the Hurons.
Unless they just play to get into halftime. They're going to split 2 receivers out. Both off, both eligible. Receiver to the right side. Step up, throw, caught. Rahali's hit, and that is halftime. Indians control the first 24 minutes of this contest. They lead this 8-man opening round matchup 34-6.
at the break. We are going to step aside. Halftime messages from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. As we take it to the half, Indians lead at 34-6.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans.
Is that at the half, too?
Yeah. $36-12 at the half.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Running for titles in the Upper Peninsula? And why is this football team playing that football team in round one? We'll explain. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. The football playoffs start this week with 256 teams and 11-player and 32 8-player teams all qualifying for the postseason. You watch the selection show on Valley Sports Detroit and have studied the pairings on MHSAA.com, but how did those matchups come to be? What goes into placing 288 teams in 10 different divisions? All season long, teams earn playoff points by 1. Beating teams, and 2. Having their opponents win games. The system values playing a strong schedule. After 9 games, the 32 teams with the most points in the 8 11-player divisions and the top 16 teams in the 2 8-player divisions all qualify for the field. And then the fun starts. For each division, all teams are placed on a map and drawn into 4-team districts. Sometimes there is an easy, natural grouping. Other times you're choosing which of 2 teams goes to the UP to play and which might head south a couple hours. Travel considerations and proximity to highways are key factors when placing teams. Once districts are selected, they are paired into regions, with 2 regions on opposite sides of the bracket. Those brackets are double and triple checked and then published online after the selection show. Lastly, what happens if 2 teams tie for the last spot in a division? If 2 teams have equal playoff points, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. If the teams didn't play each other, it goes to opponent's winning percentage. And if that's still tied, it comes down to a good old-fashioned coin flip. That's happened once in 2019. Game balls this week go to Detroit Catholic Central soccer player Drew Pearson. He tallied 3 goals in a 5-0 win over South Lyon, powering DCC to a district title. Shepherd senior runner Ariel Warner, she posted the second fastest time at the Jack Pine Conference Jamboree, helping Shepherd to a 13th straight league title. And to Colon wide receiver Justin Wicke, he caught 2 touchdowns in a 60-14 win over Taconcha, setting an 8-player single-season record in the process. He's now at 28 touchdown catches this year.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
You know, cross-country regionals are this weekend, and the top 3 teams will automatically qualify for the state finals. If a school finishes 4th in the regional meet with 4 or more runners in the top 20 places and 8 or more complete teams finish the race, that school will also qualify a team for the final meet. But what happens if there's a tie between 2 teams? When there is a tie in team scoring, it shall be resolved by comparing the 6th place finishers from the tying teams. The team with the best 6th place finisher shall prevail. If one team does not have a 6th place finisher, the team with the 6th place finisher shall prevail. If only 5 competitors of tying teams finish, the tie shall be resolved by totaling the scores of the first 4 finishers and the team with the lower score breaking that tie and advancing.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you are interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. While football playoffs are just getting started, the Upper Peninsula cross-country champs have been crowned. Starting with the girls, in Division I, Marquette narrowly beat out 2-time defending champ Houghton. Hancock repeats as the Division II champs. And Munising is your D3 champ. The Mustangs have now won back-to-back-to-back titles. On the boys' side, Marquette captured its 4th straight title. Painesdale Jeffers repeats as D2 champs. And in Division III, Stevenson ran first, improving on a runner-up finish from last year. Congratulations to everyone on a great cross-country season in the UP. Next up are the Lower Peninsula Cross-Country Championships from MIS on November 5th. The boys' soccer championships are also on November 5th. 2 weeks after that are the volleyball championships, as well as the Lower Peninsula Girls Swimming and Diving Championships. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
All right, we are back here in Rogers City, ready to go. Second half of the ball game controlled by the Indians. Matty Rahali kicking off right to left here for the Tribe. They lead at 34-6 here at the half. Got to finish the job through the legs of the returner, Paul, and then he falls inside the 10. Oh, a disastrous night gets worse for the Hurons. Rahali kicks that low line drive screamer. Goes through Paul's legs at about the 15. He goes running back and picks it up inside the 10. Slips and falls down. And now, facing a 4-score deficit here at home, the Hurons have to start an uphill battle from inside their own 10-yard line. Second straight season, the Indians have come down with the Hurons undefeated. It was late in the regular season last year, opening rounds to the playoffs here, where they've controlled Rogers City. Run to the left side, sweep for the Hurons, and a big hit. Oh, Rahali with a huge shot. Other regional semifinal, Munising hosting Norway tonight. The Knights came out strong. They led it 12-8 after one, but Munising is up 36-12 as that game starts the third quarter as well. Nolette coming off shaken up. Hurons are back in their base offense, 5 men up front with a running back on each side of the quarterback. Give up the gut. The spread passing game wasn't working either. That was their adjustment in the second quarter. Both offenses, the Indians have been able to slow down Rogers City out of this power running attack. And then when they spread it out and tried to pass, they haven't gotten much going. 34-6, 10:45 to go. Here in the third quarter. Indians staring a potential rematch with the Mustangs in the face. The only loss of the season way back in week 2 of a 14-0 final. Hurons pick up the first down on their second down run. They've worked their way back out across the 20 to about the 23. They'll fake up the middle, turn it up the middle, and the Indians again laying a hard hit on Paul. That's going to be a gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 here. Hurons trying to start fresh here in this third quarter. Newberry just got to keep taking care of business. Give here. Left side, off the edge. Luck is there on the stop.
Custody of the ball carrier. Luck making the tackle. Pick up the first down.
Another first down. Huron, solid start here.
36-yard line.
State Savings Bank 14U hockey team in tournament action in Alpena. Their first game, they are on top 5-0. We'll have their 9 a.m. and their 4:50 game tomorrow, plus the Sunday crossovers, their season opening tournament down there. Good stop there by the Indians. Limit the play to a gain of 3. Hurons 3 minutes gone. They're just inside the 40 as they try to work their way closer to Newberry territory. Nothing different here. They've just been running wide side of the field with those two backs. Now they counter on the far side. Rahali runs a man out of bounds. Going to be just shy of the first down. Third down.
Third and 1 now for the Hurons.
And about a yard. Offsides. Far side. Yep.
Should be procedure. You move the ball twice.
Yep. Illegal procedure on the Hurons. The far side tackle was leaning over there, and the Hurons, they had this problem early in the game. Had a good drive going on their opening series, but a penalty backed them up. And they came up short. They may be negative yardage on third down for the night. Paul outside, brought down. I see Juarez in there. Gabe Luckin on the stop as well. And it's 4th and 4. On this opening drive of the third quarter, this would be a big stop for the Indians, who could work on getting out of here if they can get a stop and get the ball back. Hurons on their own side of the field, down 34-6. Their opportunities are limited.
Cheer, defense!
Hurons line up to go for it. Snap. Double fake. They want to pass. Nobody's open. Throw deep. Incomplete. Heads up play by the Indians. DePew was there, but he knows an incomplete pass gives him the ball at the 41. That's way better than the 35. And the Indians get another stop. Bend, but don't break there early. And with 7:16 to go, it's back to work for the Indian offense.
Changing possession. 1st and 10 now for the Indians. They're going to start this drive off on the Huron 42-yard line.
Indians line it up. Nutkins. Juarez is to his left. They'll give to Marco. He'll come across the formation right side. Has the corner. Turns it up. Marco Juarez all the way inside the 30-yard line. They'll spot him right at the 30. A gain of 12 and a first down for the Indians.
Got to have 100.5 by now.
Indians taking their time. Coach Austin, Coach Klickner talking with Nutkins. They'll send in the play. Clock stopped as Juarez was finally forced out of bounds. Fresh set of downs. Give to Juarez. Same thing. Right side. Breaks that first tackle. Turns it upfield. He'll get a gain of 4. A lot of pushing back and forth after the whistle. The thing the Indians got to remember is that they're going to probably play next week. Anything gets out of hand at the end of the ball game, the Hurons, they're going nowhere at this point.
4-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 6.
They're going to be egging on. They're going to be chippy. They're going to be hitting late. They're getting showed up at home for the 2nd straight year by this Newberry team. Fake. Throw. Low behind Rahali. Nutkins has had a little bit of trouble tonight keeping that ball up. It has gotten quite cold. Hard grip there. Nutkins and Rahali, though, have hooked up twice on touchdowns. Gavin done a great job, all conference, honorable mention quarterback. Over the 1,000-yard mark on the season, passing yards for him now tonight. And he just bring Rahali in motion, give it to him on the jet sweep. Coming right to left. Matty turns it up. He's going to be close. Juarez says it's a first down. Indians calling for a first down, and we're going to get a measurement here.
Reggie, and then the tackle for the Hurons.
Oh, they're going to eyeball it first. Now they're going to tighten it up. We're going to get a measurement here. 6:09 to go. 3rd quarter. Indians will have 4th and short.
You look lost, Heather.
From right around the 20.
She looks lost. Come here a minute.
Just short. Nope. They signal 4th down. So the Indians, 34-6, midway point of this 3rd quarter.
The official measurement is short of the first down.
Fourth and inches here. Indians, no doubt about it here, at the 21-yard line. They'll need a big push. Base set. Nutkins. Oh, they throw the slant to Rahali. Caught inside the 10. Down to the 5 and a first down. 4th and short. Rogers City loads the box, and Gavin Nutkins puts it right on the money to Matty Rahali, and the Indians have 1st and goal. Juarez fighting, spins off at the goal line. A whistle. He's going to be spotted short. Bodies tripping over each other. Hurons fans want a flag. There was somebody on the ground that got tripped over. Bodies start crashing into each other.
No timeout, we don't believe.
They wind the clock, 5:12 to go. Indians knock it on the doorstep. from about the 2-yard line. He spread 2 out wide. Fake. Throw incomplete out of bounds.
Pass incomplete. Intended for a Holly on that flat.
Miscue there. Brings up third down. Ball's at the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal here. Nutkins give to Juarez. He'll get to the corner, cuts it up. Big hit shy of the goal line.
Out of bounds by the Huron, number 60.
He's short.
Your daughter has lakes beside me.
Mohar will check out here as Nutkins comes back in. 4th down. Ball at the 5. Loss of 2 there for the Indians. They're in running time now in Munising as that game has gone 50-12 in the 3rd quarter. Indians look, fire, dive for Rahali, no good. The Indians fail inside the 5-yard line. So the Hurons will get it back. Neither team has scored here in the 3rd, but the Indians still in control, 34-6, with 4:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. So now the Hurons from their own 5-yard line, they'll spread it out again. Jet motion from the left to the right. They fake it. They step up to throw. Nobody open. Scrambling for his life and a sack at the 1-yard line. Gabe Luck gets another one. As we head down near 4 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Indians on top.
Loss on the play. 2nd and 12 now for the Hurons.
2nd and 12. Hurons get the ball spotted at the 3-yard line. Shotgun from their own end zone. They'll jet the motion again. Turn. They're looking for something deep. Little out route to Paul. Great coverage by Juarez. Sticks Paul right as he catches it. Breaks it up incomplete. 3rd and 12 here.
Third and 12 now for the Hurons.
Hurons in the shadow of their own goal post. They'll line it up. Spread 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Single back as the Hurons are in the shotgun. Jet motion again. They're looking for the same thing they just ran. Step up, fired over the middle. It's caught. It's short of the first down. Out to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 3 for Rogers City. 3:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
4th and 5 now for the Hurons.
4th and 5. And as you see it there, ball is at the 10. Indians match up on the perimeter. Quick drop and throw, incomplete. And the Indians take over inside the red zone. The Hurons had to go for it. Their season on the line. They're running out of time, running out of opportunities, and now the Indians can deliver a knockout blow here late in the third quarter. 1st and 10. I'm not even going to set up the sticks. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Indians go tight. Rahali's the quarterback. 3 to the left. He'll run behind him. Turns it upfield. Matty will get a yard. Clock will run.
Rahali, the ball carrier. Brought down by Bowden for the Hurons.
Be 2nd and goal. Ball in between the 9 and 10. What a great effort by the Indians. Newberry taking their time. Rahali with it flipped. 3 guys to the right now. Matty takes the snap. Cuts back left. Jukes a guy. Turns on the Jets. Rahali, touchdown, Indians. Matthew Rahali for the 3rd time tonight. 40-6. And that may be the dagger in the Hurons' undefeated season. Great move by Rahali. Cuts back to the left. A little juke, a jab step at the end. Indians go for 2. No protection. Nutkins in trouble, gets driven down. And flags flying late. And again, the Indians cannot play into this. They need it. They need everybody for next week.
Flag on the play.
You get 2 unsportsmanlikes. It's an automatic ejection. Referees can also throw guys out at their discretion. They're saying somebody in Newberry threw an elbow.
Personal foul called against the Indians.
Indians get a personal foul call. Joe Austin is meeting with Bobby Lee, one of the officials. Indians can't play into that. Indians will have to kick off from the 25-yard line. Up 40-6, 2:14 to go in the third. The way Rahali's booted it, the wind has completely died out here. He just soccer styles that thing. Paul from the 28-yard line. Brings it up. Breaks one tackle. He's still going. Depew couldn't hang on. Give Paul credit. His team down big. He fights for every yard he can get. Stretches it out to midfield. 49-yard line. Hurons take over with 2:03 to go in the third. Hurons break their huddle. They'll go 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Huron's working left to right. Pass. Incomplete. Coach Klickner, the closest one on that one on the sideline. 1:59 to go. Clock stops on the incomplete pass, third quarter. Huron's down 40-6 as Newberry inches further. Munising on top 50-12 as they hit the end of the third. The one-seeded and undefeated Mustangs will host the winner of this game by the looks of it, and that appears to be the Indians as of now. Deep ball up for grabs. Juarez with his back to the receiver, called for pass interference.
Pass intended for the Hurons, number 9.
I don't know what else he's supposed to do there.
Covered by Juarez, deep in the downfield.
He's asking, what else am I supposed to do there? Pass interference, the call. On a deep ball.
Pass interference call against the Indians.
15-yard penalty. Hurons are in the hurry up. That puts them at the 37-yard line. Snap. Roll out. Burton flushes him forward. Nelson in on that play. Millett in on that play. Luck in on that play. No gain. Actually, they scrambled for a gain of 1. Great job by Burton on the blitz. Forces the pressure. 1:30 to go. Hurons, they have to score every time they have it the rest of the way. Receivers to the left. Fumble! Indian scoop! Off to the races! Game lock! Touchdown, Indians! Zach Burton forces the fumble on the sack, and Gabe Luck scoops it up 45 yards for a touchdown. And the Indians deliver the death nail, 46-6. Gabe Luck put his track shoes on there. That young man is having an unbelievable season. Over 80 tackles, 20 of them for loss, and now a defensive touchdown for the Indians, who has scored almost as many as they have given up defensively this season. Indians go for 2. We will be in running time. Nutkins pressured, steps up, gets spun around. 3 guys there, blow the whistle, and he gets body slammed. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Get him out of here. The Hurons clapping. Four guys slamming Nutkins to the ground. Unbelievable.
Personal foul called against the Hurons.
Well, no kidding, personal foul on the Hurons. If I'm the Indians, I got to get my starters all out of this ball game. They can't afford to lose anybody. Fans over on the far side taunting after the play. So now the Hurons will get backed up after the touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good. 46-6. And the Indians kick.
Kicking for the Indians on the Huron 45-yard line.
Kicking from midfield. Rahali just going to boot it out of the back of the end zone. Touchback as Paul tried to briefly get in front of that. 50 seconds to go. When they set it and snap it, will be in running time. And the Indians have done the job. They just got to get the heck out of here.
There it is. David, come here and we can both go, Judith!
Hurons taking forever in the huddle. 46-6 Indians. 50 seconds to go. Indians will play their 4 in the box. Snap. Hurons look. Nolet. It's a hold. Big hit out of bounds. Oh! Sideline official taken down, and then Burton lands on top of him. And hopefully the chain gang member is okay. Nobody's safe in this one. Shoved out of bounds, the Hurons quarterback. Bodies flying everywhere. There's a hold coming up against Roger City. So the hold will wipe out a close to a first down.
I didn't sign up for this. It's a volunteer position here.
From the spot of the foul. Snap here. Quarterback draw for the Hurons. In the middle, flag coming in. Face mask here. Indians are going to get that penalty yardage back. Clock stops. Should be running.
Face mask called against
5-yard variety on the Indians. 46-6. Hurons will bring 2 to the near side. They're working left to right. 1st and 7. 4 wide receivers. Snap. Quarterback's looking. It's Paul, the running back. They're just trying to create space for him to run. It's short of the first down. That will end the third quarter of play. Indians 12 minutes away from a trip to the second round. They lead at 46-6.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias, we put ports in, we remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Back here at Gilpin Field in Rogers City, the Indians head into the final 12 minutes up 46-6. They just got to take care of a little bit of business. Final moments ticking away in Munising. The Mustangs 58, Norway 12. State Savings Bank wins the opening game of their season opening tournament in Alpena 6-0. Hurons with the ball, second down. Just inside their own 25. Paul will keep it to the right side, spins off, fights forward. This is where we need the quick whistles. You get all these guys piled up, fighting for forward progress. Hurons do get enough for the first down. Running time. It won't be for the Axe next week, but the stakes could never be higher as the Mustangs and Indians are going to meet for a regional championship. Would assume with the close proximity of those two teams, that'll be a Friday night 7 o'clock kickoff at Mustang Stadium, a place that's haunted the Indians over the years.
6-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 4.
Hurons, quick 5-yard pass. They're into a no huddle, down by a bunch, and it's another sack. McNamara and Millette. They actually knock him forward for a gain of 2. McNamara gets the wind knocked out of him. Davey will check back in. Snap here. Oh, they try a little inside out. Ball through the hands of the receiver. Juarez almost got to the interception. And now it's 4th and 1. Indians have been so good in these short yardage situations all night.
Go defense!
Trip set here for the Hurons. Snap. They'll try to go option to the right side. They didn't get it. I don't think he got it. Indians will get the football back. They're looking, and it's Newberry football. I think that everybody in Rogers City was hoping just for one thing to go their way there. Not happening. 9:05 and running, and the Indians can start to put a bow on this thing. Nutkins takes the snap.
And Juarez fights forward. Chance of UP power coming. Only 3 teams in the UP in Division I qualified for the playoffs. Some notable powerhouses like Pickford and Rudyard not among the field. Newberry and Munising next week will be to see who the last team is standing. Your UP Coach of the Year, Team of the Year, all UP honors all going to be on the line next week, as well as regional championship. Juarez cuts it back up the middle. Marco, he's got a first down as they start picking up off the pile. The Indians continue to show just how complete of a team they are this season. On the road, opening round, 3rd straight year. In the COVID season, they beat Onaway. Juarez keeps fighting. Wow, he keeps him up. That's got to be a horse collar. 3 guys drag him down. Juarez is knocking on the door of 2 Bills. What a performance again for him. Out of bounds, but the clock will not stop in a 40-point game. And the Hurons are calling a timeout, and their coach is marching out onto the field. They got a player slow to get out. Huron's timeout here with 6:33 to go. Both teams will now break their huddle. Hurons were late running one on, and they got to run one off. They'll give to Rahali. Left side, breaks a tackle. Cut back. Spin, touchdown. No, we're marking him out of bounds. They say he stepped out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at about the 3-yard line. Nutkins will walk out slowly. Nutkins with Rahali in the backfield. Juarez is lined up as a wing. Little heavy look. Matty Rahali does it again. Touchdown, Indians. 52-6. And Rahali will tee up the extra point here. 7 for 12 is regular season numbers. And Everybody on Rogers City come running across. That'll get them a little bit closer. Indians decline, so they'll line it back up. The Hurons come across again. What are they doing? Well, the Indians now say, hey, if you want to come blitz our kicker on an extra point try in the fourth quarter of a 46-point game, we'll just go for two. Snap. Give. Juarez could have drove the bus through that hole. Conversion's good. 54-6. With 5:40 to go here in the fourth. And the twos are coming in for the Indians. Stilson, Bufford, Diego Caballero's in, Salter's coming out, Hakeem Jackson, Brian Nelson, Gavin Nutkins will kick it off. Indians are missing one. Ethan Tavey's going to come play kickoff team. Why not? Nutkins. 3 to the left, 4 to the right. Huron sub in. Their return team as well. Good boot by Nutkins. That's going to be a touchback for Gav. Nothing wrong there. And the Indians will start subbing their defense here. 5:30 and counting. The Indians and the Mustangs. It's a rematch next week. As Munising wins it 58-12. They scored the last 50 points in that game. Snap here, flag. Huron's quarterback scrambling for his life, throws it up. Rahali, diving interception. He got it. They call it good. What a play by Rahali. That one was just tossed up on a scramble along the sidelines. Rahali flies from the middle of the field to the far sideline. Diving interception. Penalty on the Hurons is declined. And the Indians get the ball back. A cherry on top of the sundae there. Rahali's going to move to quarterback here. See Nelson in with the offense now. Nelson in the backfield. Some changes up front as well. Give here. It's Nelson. Breaks a tackle. Spins around. Nelson with a nice carry. Gain of about 6 or 7. Salter in. Cavallero in. As Mohar and Depew will get their trip to the sidelines. They had great games, especially on the back end. The coverage, when Rogers City went to the spread, did a great job. Those guys also blocking on the edge, second level. Pavey is playing center. Oh, and the Indians, there was movement. Rahali waits for the signal. 10 to go on the play clock. Begins his call, snap with about 7. Nelson, big hole. He gets shot down. As Stilson will come in. Blake Doak comes out, first team all conference at center. Rahali was the first team pick at wide receiver. Burton, Juarez, Gabe Luck, all on the defensive side of the ball, earning first team honors. See the full all-conference awards list, M123 FM and EUP Sports Network Facebook page. Nelson making the most of his opportunity. 40, Caden Kellogg will come into the game. Kellogg had a solid showing late against Engadine last week.
Face mask is called against the Huron.
You can't do that!
Under 2 minutes to go. Kellogg split wide. Salter the other way. Rahali with Nelson. There's a hush has fallen over Gilpin Field. Indian fans ready to celebrate. Huron fans. We'll see another strong season come to a disappointing end. Rahali speed option with Nelson. Didn't quite get there. It'll be third down. Well, he might have got enough for the first. Tough angle from where we're at. And it is enough for Nelson to get it down inside the 5. 3rd and 1. And the Indians can now kneel. Well, they should be able to kneel on it. We'll break out. It goes under 40. They can kneel on it. Five seconds. 2. The Indians, I think, are going to take the penalty. Yep. Indians take the penalty, and they won't have to snap it. There. Now under 30, they can take a knee on it, and we'll be done. As they head to the 50, the Indians will head to the second round. They'll get their rematch with Munising.
Let's thank everybody from Newberry for coming down. Back up to Newberry. Thank you everybody for coming this evening.
It's all over.
The Indians make it a successful trip to Rogers City. And they will play on for a regional final in Munising next week. Mustangs win their game 58-12. And it's going to be a good old-fashioned UP rivalry. Indians making their way across.
Going to Munising for a rematch against Munising.
And now the Indians will come over. We're going to get the sweet sounds of loyalty.
Thank you for attending tonight's football game. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a safe trip home. Watch for the deer on the way home. I think live crew, they did
The sweet sounds of loyalty send the Indians to the second round. They are one of the final 8 teams standing in Division I for 8-man football. The Indians 8-1 in the regular season, 7-1 in conference, 1-0 though in the playoffs, and they will move through to the second round, the regional final. One team from each group of 4 goes to the semifinals and a shot at the Superior Dome in Marquette. Coaches meeting with the players down on the field. What a performance it was for the Newberry Indians. They got up early, which was their only problem in the matchup last year. Spotted a 14-point lead to Rogers City and had to battle back in a close win. This one was close until kickoff. The Indians came out ready to go, and they were rolling early. And in the end, a 7-touchdown night with Matthew Rahali and Marco Juarez combining to do the damage. And now we get the matchup we've all been waiting for since week number 2 of the regular season. It will be the Indians and the Mustangs next week. Want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to make the trip down for this playoff contest. We get a big old UP Power chant to break it up, and the Indians are rolling on into the regional finals. We're going to try and get a player or a coach up here on the broadcast, but they want to celebrate, get on the bus ride, and they want to head home. Gabe Luck with a defensive touchdown as well on a 45-yard fumble return. Offense, defense, special teams, you name it. The Indians, they had it going here in this contest tonight. Fans filing onto the field. The congratulations, the hugs, the handshakes, and they will celebrate in style before they go back to work looking for their rematch with the Munising Mustangs. 58-12 the final in that one. Munising was down 12-8 at the end of the first quarter before Munising gained control of that contest. Indians never trailed, led 20-0 early. Teams traded touchdowns. Rogers City cut it to 20-6 briefly. Indians went up 26-6 and never looked back as they blast their way in to the regional final. A lot of smiles. Third straight year with a home playoff, or with a playoff win for the Indians. I don't know the last time that's been done in a stretch in school history. And just a fantastic group. A great group and a great all-around performance in this contest. We will let the Indians celebrate, and we will be back with you again next week in the regional round. Once again, congratulations to the Indians on their win. It is M123 FM and the UP Sports Network.